So one of the many things I love about this job and I love about Israel Gutierrez is that you never know what's going to set Izzy off.
That's a good point.
And you've been set off today, my friend. Kevin Durant is the reason that Izzy is in a foul mood, I guess?
No, just whenever somebody says something where I just sort of kind of see right through it.
Right.
It's just, it's just a topic that interests me.
Okay. We have some sound from Kevin Durant over the weekend. I think you're talking about his response to the Philadelphia 76ers and the dream team they've created.
So there's a couple of things, right? And we'll play this sound right here where he's responding to this question. But I believe somebody asked him, here, let's just play this sound. Huh. Somebody asked him whether the Philadelphia 76ers, seems like a mindless question, are going to be contenders this coming year. And here's what Katie said.
Feel like they're contenders?
For sure. I mean, you don't think so?
Well, no, I'm just asking you.
Last time they put three 20-point scorers on the team, they said it was unfair, which is the team I was on. Yeah. They got 4 25-point scorers on this team. So, hell yeah, I think they're going to be a contender, man. They're going to be a great team to watch.
And he went on from there just to go on Twitter, which is, his preferred form of communication, to then sort of continue to double down on the conversation. Like, first of all, Stu, back that he sort of simplified what the Warriors did by bringing him in by calling it the last time they put 3 20-point-a-game scorers together. That's not what you guys were. That wasn't 3 guys who just averaged 20 points. That was 2 of those 3 guys had won a combined 3 MVPs.
Right.
So let's not just sort of dismiss what you actually were.
And it was unfair.
And it was.
Yes. Well, the big difference being that Philadelphia is not coming off a season in which they broke the regular season win total and won an NBA championship.
Yeah.
The Warriors were.
Exactly.
Yes.
And he is then doubling down on Twitter by sort of breaking it down, saying, hey, on paper, the Philadelphia 76ers, this year's version, are even better than that Warriors version. And he makes these comparisons. He said Joel, a recent MVP, so there's Steph, the recent MVP. Those aren't the same, man.
Right.
Those are not the same. We have not seen anything that Joel Embiid has done past the second round because he's never been there. Mm-hmm. So they're just not the same. And then he said a recent finals MVP in Jaylen Brown. Okay, let's pause there for a second because he went on to say other things. Not once did he bring up Andre Iguodala, who was a finals MVP recently. And then he said Klay Thompson was never a finalist for MVP or nothing. Right. And then just said 22 points a game.
Yes.
And then threw Draymond Green stats out there, which was something like 14 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists.
He's trying to give off that team wasn't nearly as good as we thought it was.
Right.
Yes.
So basically overhyping Jaylen Brown a little bit, overhyping a 41 going into 42 LeBron James, probably overhyping Tyrese Maxey a bit too, because if Joel Embiid had been healthy throughout, the last 3 years of Tyrese Maxey, I don't think Tyrese Maxey's numbers are as good as they are currently. So it's all just him, moving the goalpost a little bit here and there to try to make a point, which I don't agree with at all.
Yeah, this is KD still trying to justify the weakest move in NBA history.
That's it. Yep.
Izzy, the point that you made and the saddest comparison that he made was comparing Curry's MVP to Joel Embiid's MVP, saying that Joel was an MVP recently. Because how many injuries ago was Joel Embiid's MVP? Joel Embiid might as well be a completely different player now.
Yes.
And you can't compare. Honestly, there are very few MVPs you could even compare to Steph Curry, who was unanimous. The first time unanimous MVP. So that in itself is not a fair comparison. And normally, I agree with like 95% of the stuff KD says. Mm-hmm. He's lately come across as the more veteran player, the older, wiser guy, the one who's like not in it for the nonsense, and he just kind of goes in and breaks down things in a sensible way. But this one, he's just trying too hard. And I don't even get it, Stu, because what Taylor said is correct, right? He's trying to justify what many people believe is the weakest move ever in sports.
He's going to be justifying that and defending that move for the remainder of his life. That's what he signed up for.
Right. But to do that whilst also insulting them, right?
Yes.
Like Draymond
But that's
Green.
how you have to do it. You have to. There's no way of doing it without him insulting the Golden State Warrior team that he played on.
So he's more concerned with public perception about his move than his actual personal relationships with these folks.
Yes.
It's just a little sideways for me.
The biggest difference in terms of the public perception, besides the fact that the 76ers weren't this title contending team before LeBron James got there to quote-unquote ring chase, Stu, the difference is Kevin Durant wins a title in Golden State. There is nothing he could ever do to make Warriors fans love him more than Steph Curry.
Yep.
If LeBron wins a title this year or next year in Philadelphia, he is Philadelphia's guy for eternity.
His city. Yeah.
Right next to that Rocky statue, they're putting up a LeBron James statue.
Yes. The other big difference is, Kevin Durant was on a team that was up 3-1 on the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference Finals the year before he left Oklahoma City and went to Golden State and joined the team that came back from that 3-1 deficit and went on to win an NBA championship. That team is one of the greatest teams to have ever played in the NBA, and Kevin Durant felt like they needed more.
Yeah. And then so going back to that point about just him not really caring about his personal relationships, like I don't know how many people thought they had poor relationships over there. It just comes down to what Taylor just said. He seemed like he was upset. Now, he's going to say this is fan fiction. He's going to say this is not the case. But people around him at the time had noticed it, had, probably even heard comments from him where it's just like they don't love you the same way they do Steph, and they don't value you the same way they do the homegrown guys. And that's why he ended up getting out of there. And he just used Draymond Green and his, his argument with Draymond Green as the reason he was leaving.
Yep.
But it's just like what he did to Klay Thompson was so unfair right there. Like,
yeah, but he had to justify what it is he did. That's
Right.
what I'm trying to tell you.
But here's a question for you. If you needed a two-way player today, would you take prime Jaylen Brown or prime Klay Thompson? Because people forget how good of a defender he was, right? And so if you were to, I don't think Klay Thompson would have been a lead guy on a highly successful team, but he damn sure proved he could be a number 2 guy on a very successful, wildly successful team. And that's what Jaylen Brown was, despite his finals MVP.
Right, he was a number 2.
For the entirety of his time there with Jason Tatum, he was considered the number 2. So already it's just flaws and those, in his argument, and those are the ones that normally KD is above. So the reason I say I'm shocked by this is because it's crazy how hard he continues to double, triple, quadruple down on this concept and just say, hey, why don't you just enjoy possibly the greatest team that's ever been put together in the NBA? Instead, he's trying to knock them to lift himself up, and I just think he's above that.
KD could have won me over if he took a torch to Draymond Green, because I'm at the point where I have Draymond Green fatigue right now.
Right.
If he just came out and said, if we replace Draymond Green with Robert Covington's this Hall of Famer, I would have been in KD's corner with a KD jersey being like, KD, great point.
Bobco. I mean, how about that?
I would have laughed when you said that, Taylor, and I would have supported you, but I would have said no. Even for somebody who dislikes Draymond Green's public, persona and how he presents himself and throw these opinions. That dude was phenomenal back then. If you go back to the Game 7 that they lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers, he put up a 30-point, was it a triple-double? He was just phenomenal. Yeah. And so, what player did you say? Robert Covington? Robert Covington could never.
Yes, put Paul Millsap there, and he does the same thing.
He's phenomenal, too.
I mean, not on defense.
The P in Paul Millsap would have stood for phenomenal.
And the M would have stood for MVP. What do you have, Dan?
A microphone.
There's also
mic
this
is
point.
What you have. A mic that's not on. What do you have?
There's also this point that Kevin Durant will never understand, and it's what he did to Oklahoma City. I don't think there are a lot of people here that care that LeBron left the Lakers because it was the Lakers. But when Durant talks, whenever he talks or he talks about the Warriors team, there is always the part of what he did to Oklahoma City. And even though the Thunder have come back and rebuilt and have won an NBA title, that stain on Durant will never change. So while it's not a part of this direct conversation, I think the way that people feel about Durant still goes back to what he did to Oklahoma City in that moment.
Yeah, 100%. And here's another stain. Even though, look, you know this, I'm a huge Rockets fan. I love, and I've always loved KD as a player, and 95% of the time, like I said, I agree with what he says. But what teammates, big-name teammates that he's had that are like cool with him, that are friendly with him, that support him. I mean, maybe Kyrie Irving?
Maybe.
Is that the ally you want necessarily?
No.
And so
Yeah.
it's just, it would upset me if I was a lifelong Kevin Durant fan, that he doesn't have those allies, those supporters, and maybe he does. Maybe they're just not the big name stars.
It always surprises me that Kevin Durant seems shocked by the blowback from what came after he chose the Warriors and winning in Golden State, and how that has kind of affected his legacy. If he could go back, do you think he would have still went to Golden State? Like, knowing what he knows now, he picks a different team, you think?
I do.
I think he stays in Oklahoma City, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the opposite of everything we're taught about sports and competition. If you can't beat them, join them. That's not what we're taught. We're taught if you can't beat them, go back, get to work, and try harder.
Yeah, I think going back, armed with hindsight, I think he would still leave Oklahoma City, because the whole Russell Westbrook and Billy Donovan thing, probably true, right? Especially on the Billy Donovan part. Not, a multiple-time championship head coach, but he would go to another team. He would say, the reason being is he was at Golden State and he saw, yeah, Steph's great, but I don't need a system. I am the system, right?
Yes.
And I could win pretty much anywhere, and he probably could have gotten, a team, let's say it's Philadelphia. Could have gotten Philadelphia a championship, that they hadn't won in over 30 plus years at the time, 40 years maybe at the time, and looked completely different. And I think, armed with hindsight, he definitely would do that.
I was reading a book. It's called Stugotz' Personal Record Book, and it's my favorite author. And what he wrote in that book, and it rings true to this conversation, is imagine Michael Jordan not being able to get past the Detroit Pistons, and rather than getting back to work, what he decided to do was, hey, you know what? I can't beat this team. I'm not going to work harder. I'm just going to join this team. Imagine if Michael Jordan did that. Seriously. No. In what world would he do that? There is no world. And so Kevin Durant is haunted by his own decision, and will be haunted by that decision for the remainder of time, because what he's trying to do as he gets older is justify his place in NBA history. That's it.
Dan Stanzik, your favorite author too?
Yes. Yes. I mean, the book doesn't get done without him.
Wow. Now I'm just picturing, though, imagine the lineup. You got to move Michael Jordan to the 3, but man, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman, and Bill Laimbeer, they'd definitely be fighting those Warriors for the best team ever.
Yes. Izzy, do you like appetizers? There's a reason I asked that question. It was an odd segue.
If Jordan joined the Pistons, honest question, and you have Vinnie Johnson as the microwave, would Jordan be the air fryer instead of Air Jordan? Or is that a little too early?
You need a time machine for that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I like pigs in a blanket, personally. The reason I asked that is because Taylor told me he's got a football appetizer.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we need a little football appetizer right now. Get some football in this conversation.
Thank you. Yes.
ESPN's Ben Solak on the Golix earlier today said, the Bears are on regression watch, but the Bears are also on elite watch.
Wow.
Covered all his bases.
Anything can happen with the Chicago Bears this season. What an appetizer.
So you're telling me as long as they finish above or below where they were exactly last year.
Yes.
He's right.
Yes, for the first 10 minutes, Mikey A did not make a move, and then he perked up the second he said Ben Solak.
Oh, I thought you were talking about appetizers.
Pigs in a blanket.
Listen, how Kevin Durant led this show is beyond me.
Yeah, well, is he?
Yeah, he's in the news.
I had an opening monologue prepared about Brian Cashman.
Did you? I want to hear it.
Coming up next, maybe.
Has Draymond Green responded to KD? I'm certain he has, right?
And this is what drives me crazy.
Because he's not sensitive
about Draymond. Draymond gave offered a joke that a high schooler would have offered now,
right,
and then laughed at himself with a million crying emojis. He said, "Sniper thought he was on his burner." It's a good joke for 5 years ago, man.
Yeah.
What's your favorite appetizer?
Pigs in a blanket.
I'm with Stu.
Yeah.
Really?
I think pigs in a blanket, if we were doing a Mount Rushmore Monday, maybe that's an upcoming Mount Rushmore Monday.
Perhaps.
Appetizers.
Yes. I mean, it's up to me. I was the winner, so we'll see. Yeah.
I would spoil my draft board right now and tell you guys my 1-1 is pigs in a blanket.
Yeah, I feel bad for the sculptors who have to do food on a mountain. But Mikey, what do you think?
Well, let's go to our expert. Yeah.
Oh, mini sliders.
Wow, great.
Really?
It's too filling for me. It's too much in an appetizer.
Yeah.
No,
Grow up, Izzy.
Yeah, I'm with Mikey.
You grow up.
He's chiseled. I mean,
Mikey, I am with you that I think mini sliders are better than regular sized burgers.
Put it on the poll.
That's a different question. I agree with you there.
Yes. Put it on the poll. Are mini sliders better than a real size burger? I'm not certain. I like a big burger. I do.
I got beef carpaccio as an appetizer.
Oh, Jesus
if it's done
Christ.
well, right?
What's the Go to Izzy's house for a big game, and that's what's being served.
Well, I'm never going to prepare it. I'm not a professional chef,
Welcome
but I'll order it at a restaurant.
Welcome to my tailgate. We've got beef carpaccio.
Oh, my God. It's not the right temperature.
Nothing gets me to leave a tailgate faster than the word beef carpaccio.
Nothing gets me to not show up.
About a good tartare is not terrible either.
Go ahead, Izzy. We'll come back in just a minute with Just Me Your. But Izzy has a word from one of our great sponsors.
If you work in logistics, you know one thing. Nothing moves without you. And right now, companies everywhere are looking for skilled people who can keep their supply chains running strong. Find your next job through Express Employment Professionals. At Express Employment Professionals, logistics isn't just another career field, it's a specialty. From warehouse associates to forklift operators to shipping and receiving, CDL drivers, inventory coordinators, and more, Express connects you with the roles that keep business moving. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you and give them a call. Whether you need to get your foot in the door with a contract role or are looking for full-time work, Express finds you a job where your skills fit and your experience matters. And the best part? With Express, there are never any fees for job seekers. So if you're ready for your next shift, your next challenge, or your next big move, let Express help you find the logistics job that fits. Visit expresspros.com today. Stop searching alone. Get support, get options, and get to work. If you missed that brilliant first segment or any of today's show, be sure to catch the podcast. Just search Stugotz and Company Live wherever you get your podcast. Please follow the podcast, rate it 5 stars, and provide a review. Again, just search Stugotz and Company Live wherever you get your podcast, and you'll find today's full show and also a best-of version posted right after the show. You can also check out our original podcast, Stugotz and Company, God Bless Football, and with Stugotz and Hockman.
Jake Storiali going to join us in hour number 2. Danny Amendola as well. I'm struggling with that name. How do you pronounce Danny's name?
Amendola.
Amendola, I thought.
No,
Nah?
Amendola.
Tomato?
Amen Corner.
He's going to join us in hour number 2 as well. Plus, we will get back to the 100 greatest baseball players of all time, according to a guy named Jake.
Baseball. I didn't mean for that groan to be that audible. I'm sorry.
Taylor, do you want to unleash on Brian Cashman before or after Dan Byer's sports update here?
Dan Byer could do his sports update.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Nice
Let's
of
go
you.
to Sherman Oaks. Dan Byer.
What a guy that
sports
Taylor
update.
is. Bijan Robinson is probably saying amen. His prayers were answered. Now the highest paid running back in NFL history. 3-year extension could be worth up to $75 million for Robinson as the deal, according to reports, has $51 million in guarantees. He's run for over 3,900 yards in his first 3 years, 2 1,400-yard seasons the past 2 years, and this past season also added an additional 820 yards receiving. Speaking of receiving, the Ravens and wide receiver Zay Flowers agreed to terms on a 4-year extension worth $140 million. The average annual salary there breaks down to $35 million. That's the 4th highest in the NFL, tied with Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings. Chargers left tackle Rashawn Slater was taken to the medical tent during 11-on-11s today. Slater, who missed all of last season, did exit the tent but didn't immediately return to action. Cardinals will start rookie Carson Beck at quarterback in Thursday's Hall of Fame game in Canton. Dolphins president and CEO Tom Garfinkel stepping down from his position after 13 seasons. He'll reportedly stay on as the vice chair of the Dolphins. College football coaches poll is out. Ohio State's the preseason number 1 in the top 25, receiving 38 out of a possible 72 first-place votes. Oregon was second, followed by Georgia, Texas, and Notre Dame. Defending national champion Indiana came in 6th, but actually received the second most first-place votes with 14. And the WNBA's expansion team based in Cleveland has revealed what their nickname will be when they begin play in 2028. They'll be known as the Cleveland Sirens. Stu, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. Mikey, did the mention of a coach's poll get you excited?
Oh, yeah. Between Elko yesterday and a coach's poll today, it's almost here, baby.
A coach's poll ranking teams who haven't played a single snap of a single game yet.
Don't get me started on coaches' polls.
Football is back.
Call them SID polls, Sports Information Director polls. The coaches have nothing to do with them.
Football's back, but just for a moment. Taylor, go ahead. Unleash on Brian Cashman.
Just to recap what the Yankees did at the deadline,
Please.
They added a platoon infielder at their most crowded position in Luis Garcia Jr.
Right.
And they added a platoon outfielder in Elliot Ramos. They traded 4 relievers. They didn't trade for a single reliever at the deadline. First time since 2019. I watch 162 Yankee games a year. You cut me open,
Yeah.
I bleed Yankee pinstripes. What Brian Cashman did yesterday,
Interesting. Yeah.
was a slap in the face to everybody who actually cares about this Yankee team. And my biggest frustration with Brian Cashman, there is never any sense of urgency because he knows he's untouchable. If Brian Cashman thought for even a second that his job was on the line this season, Austin Wells isn't the starting catcher today. He gets a catcher at the deadline.
Right.
And if the excuse from Cashman is there weren't any catchers available, okay, really. There were catchers available. They got traded. They got traded inside the division. They clutch onto their prospects. The problem is this isn't the market that it was 10 years ago where you have to overpay now because of the third wild card. What the Yankees analytic department doesn't understand is more teams think they're contenders, which means fewer quality players are available. You have to be aggressive, and you compare what Craig Breslow said for the Red Sox. His exact quote was, "This team has demonstrated an incredible resilience and relentlessness.
He's right.
They deserved, and our fans deserved, our efforts to try and find ways to make the Red Sox better." That is a stark contrast between Brian Cashman's approach every trade deadline. And if I'm Cam Schlittler today, if I'm Garrett Cole today, Max Fried, Aaron Judge, I'm just as offended as me because Brian Cashman is looking at these guys saying, you guys have to be perfect in the postseason.
Yes.
And that's always my problem with Brian Cashman. It's no way to reward a championship caliber core.
Yeah.
You reward them by doing what the Dodgers did and saying, let's go out and get these guys. And if I'm one of these players, I'm asking, why does the front office expect me to overcome holes that they not only created, but Brian Cashman has had every opportunity to fix said holes.
Did he really just say there were no catchers available when their rival got a catcher?
Their excuse is always, we looked at the market. We didn't like what the market said. What really drives me crazy, I think I've said what really drives me crazy because
this all drives you crazy.
Yes.
Yankees.
Yes.
There's 40 things that drives me crazy about Brian Cashman. Brian Cashman gets credit because the Yankees are always in contention.
Yes.
Because they don't have Met seasons despite having one of the largest payrolls in baseball.
They're consistently good. Yes, he has job security, and you hate the fact that he has job security.
They haven't won a World Series since 2009. So if you want to tell me the new standard is, hey, we're not the Mets, okay, go hang up a banner in Yankee Stadium in whatever it's called up top. I can't even remember the word. I'm so angry. The facade?
Yes,
wow.
that sounds right.
I mean, you cut him open and pinstripes cut out.
Great Hall.
Hang up a banner in Monument Park that says, we're not the Mets. Because you can't tell me that the Yankees' expectation now is World Series or bust. Because every time we get to the postseason, me and Mikey already know how this Yankee season ends.
Right.
The Yankees are going to get to October. They don't have enough bat-to-ball hitters.
Yep.
The offense disappears.
Yep.
They lose another postseason series. And then Brian Cashman has the audacity to get up and go, postseason baseball's a crapshoot for the 18th consecutive year.
Yep. He heads out to his ski house in Breckenridge.
Wow, I love that town. Taylor,
the Yankees have such great starting pitching. And Taylor and I already know that when they get to October, Cam Schlittler is going to leave a game after pitching 6 1/3 innings of 1-run ball, and they're going to lose 5-2 because they have no bullpen help. They have no offense that's going to carry them. They're going to sit back and go, well, somebody's going to have to hit a home run, and nobody's going to be able to hit a home run because you're going to face really good pitching in cold weather, and it just doesn't fly that way. Taylor, I am just as frustrated as you about this team.
Izzy, the guy that they got yesterday, Elliot Ramos from the San Francisco Giants, he profiles as a guy who chases pitches, he doesn't walk, he whiffs, and he strikes out.
Oh, perfect.
That is the formula for the Yankee offense
like
the past 18 years.
Yeah.
And the front office, for some reason, just keeps doubling down on this formula and being like, I don't know why this isn't working every postseason.
Not to nitpick, but there's no way you watch 162 Yankees games in a year. Do you?
he does.
I do.
Yeah.
I don't watch them all live, but if I miss a game, I'll replay it.
Okay.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
but
he's
it's also
crazy.
making so much sense. And I hate that I'm going to do this to Taylor right now because it was a private conversation. But I had asked Taylor, Stu, because I'm trying to get our flag football league numbers up again. If you're in South Florida and want to play flag football, my name's Israel Gutierrez. Look me up on Instagram. Hit me up. But I'm trying to promote that. I'm trying to get our numbers back up. And I kind of had a feeling when Taylor asked me to play softball that he only really played football that one season as sort of a quid pro quo, like I'll do it if you do it for me. And so
home and home.
Yeah.
Yes.
I reluctantly asked him, hey, do you want to join us again in the fall? It'll be a better season, I promise. It was an immediate no.
Good.
And the reasoning, I don't even know if he wants me to say this, but the reasoning is doesn't have the same love for the game. No love for the game. The game that he played in college, that he had the confidence to walk onto a team.
Yes.
Does not have the love for the game, has too many potential injury concerns.
When you played at that level, though, a D1 level, everything else falls short in comparison.
But you gotta love the game.
Yeah, right.
But also, I realized the second I saw you swing the bat, I didn't need that home and home anymore.
Did I even swing the bat much?
He
I
was
just set it
bringing
off my
more to
shoulders.
your team than you were bringing to his team, you know?
I mean, no, he didn't show up for my team. He just showed up twice, so he didn't bring
Yeah, but the
that
time
much.
he did show up, I think he had a pick six, did he
We
not?
lost the 2 games he showed up.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
When I play flag
There
football,
wasn't a pick six. It
when
was
I
just a
play
pick.
flag football,
Keeping stats!
my only thought when I'm playing flag football out there is, well, my football senior season ended with a torn ACL,
Yeah.
and the only thing I could think out there playing flag football
Don't
a
tear it.
decade later is,
Yes.
don't tear your ACL. If I tear my ACL in Izzy's flag football league, one, I'll never forgive Izzy. And that is too much for my own conscience.
Right. Were you surprised, by the way, Izzy, when Taylor said, if you cut me open, pinstripes come out?
Yeah.
I
Because
believe pinstripes, Yankee pinstripes.
there's a number of options. Carolina blue, Jalen Brunson's blood. I mean,
So for my list of teams, the team that I wanted to see win a title the most is the Knicks, but the team that enrages me the most and the team I'm the most passionate about is the Yankees. And I think that kind of comes with being a 162er. Like, if you're a 162er, Ricardo's nodding his head along right now because he's a Marlins 162er.
he would watch 167 if they had it, yeah.
If you're a 162er, you got to screw loose.
Screw loose. I have never heard of somebody rewatching or watching for the first time a taped baseball game.
Yeah, so-
just give me the score.
What I'll do in those situations is I'll try to stay off social media.
Right.
It's tougher than ever right now because
So many games.
I've got a Yankee group chat and it's just me and 2 of my friends from home.
Yeah.
It's tough to not get things spoiled in this era of sports media.
You see, now I just want to join a softball league just so I can prove to Taylor if I play a couple times, I can play that game just fine.
Dan?
You know, it's funny because in Taylor talking about not wanting to tear his ACL, I can totally relate to that. But it reminded me of being irrational and Taylor watching so many games. Remember I had my golf trip to Michigan like late May? Anytime my 5-year-old son would want to play around, jump on my back, I'm fine with it. But the week before, when he would jump on my back, like, get off my back, because I did not want to pull a muscle a week before the golf trip. So in a way, when Taylor's talking about not wanting to tear his ACL, which is a much more, PTSD with all of it, much worse injury, I was the same way in making sure that my golf trip would not be ruined by a pulled muscle in my back. So
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
Yes, because as you get older, and Dan Byer is right about this, you will not play other sports. You won't do anything that will jeopardize your golf game, correct?
100%. 100%. Yes.
And another thing about this Yankee team,
Jesus.
yesterday I'm watching this Yankee team.
Yeah.
Luis Garcia Jr. hits a 2-run home run. The Yankees come back from down 6-0. He hits a home run when they're down 6-5. He makes it 7-6. My Yankee group chat is buzzing. All the boys are talking to
You said there
Luis.
was 2 people on there.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
It's not all the people.
It's very sad. Yes.
We were buzzing, and the conversation was, I think Luis Garcia Jr. just earned his pinstripes. But of course, Brian Cashman doesn't add any bullpen arms, which is inexcusable, really, for this Yankee team. And what does he do? He relies on Angel Chavihi, who had a 7 ERA with the Colorado Rockies last year, to be this guy who has a .56 ERA in 14 innings this year. And what does Chavihi do? He gives up a 7 spot.
7
Disgusting, yeah.
Taylor, put it on the poll. Is being healthy for your golf game more important than your kid's happiness?
The week before it is.
I see you laughing, Dan. I think for Dan, it's any time.
No, I love them. But, hey, no chances were taken. Everything was paid for. There were no more refunds. You couldn't get any changes on the plane ticket. We were locked in. So this back better be in shape.
Are we doing, is it just me or?
I don't know.
Or are we just going to let Taylor rant about the Yankees some more?
How did he not add a single bullpen arm? It would be one thing, like the shortstop market. Okay, no shortstops got moved. That just means no shortstops were available.
Right.
There were plenty of options to add a reliever. And now they did trade Camille Duvall, so it's almost like an addition by subtraction because Camille Duvall has been absolutely terrible on the Yankees, but
take your word for it.
This bullpen,
162er.
Yeah, this bullpen is being held together right now with like duct tape, and it's falling apart really quickly, and it's killing my mental health.
Come play some flag
I hate
football.
George
Get your mind
Lombard.
off of it.
Yeah, I can hear him unraveling on air.
Mikey, do not mention George Lombard because it was so predictable that the Yankees call up their number one prospect the day after the trade deadline because Brian Cashman waltzed into the trade deadline saying, I know I'm not going to make any move. I know the Yankee fans are going to be mad when I don't make any moves. So what am I going to do? I'm going to call up this prospect on August 4th, the day after the trade deadline, because that's going to be the red meat that I throw out to these Yankee fans.
Yep.
Good luck, George Lombard.
Have you mentioned, Taylor, the grade you gave Cashman?
A D.
A D.
Wow. He got Luis Garcia. We lead the league in platoons.
It sounds like you're talking about a guy who deserves an F.
We are going to get to the postseason, and the Yankees are going to have two completely different lineups because one lineup only hits righties, one lineup only hits lefties, and then the team like the Red Sox is going to start with a lefty. We're going to have our righty lineup in. They're going to put a righty in the bullpen, and everybody's going to be like, what do we do? What happened to the days where people were everyday players that could hit righties and lefty?
Do you not have enough players to just go all other side? All right, everybody, we're switching everybody out. Facing a left-hander now.
I mean, what's wrong with a platoon? I love a good platoon. I do.
Every once in a while, just not at every position.
Every player in this lineup is a platoon.
Yeah.
We're the Yankees.
Yeah, but in baseball, if you have two, then you have one occasionally.
It is the rare situation because Luis Garcia Jr. bats .295 versus righties, and Paul Goldschmidt bats .306 against lefties.
Right.
And if you combine their righties and lefties splits,
they're great.
It is one heck of a player.
Mikey, are you a 162er?
No, I'm more of like a 105er.
Nah, if you're in the hundreds, it's too many.
105er. Anything West Coast, I'm out. Anything like I'm not staying home to watch it. Yeah.
Is there anything left on your chest there, Taylor? Is it all off your chest?
This team is just giving me an aneurysm. And then now we're sending Anthony Volpe down to the minor leagues, and Anthony Volpe's coming out saying he's going to work on second base, or Aaron Boone saying he's going to work on shortstop and second base. I think this might be the end for Anthony Volpe, but I also do see a scenario where he's the Yankees' starting second baseman because Jazz Chisholm, pack your bags, buddy. I know you got to finish out these 3 months with the Yankees.
Yes.
Whatever you do, Jazz Chisholm, in these next 3 months, good luck on the Cincinnati Reds next year.
Right.
I look forward to you striking out in a big spot in October.
It'd be odd to pack your bags, though, in August, no?
Yeah, but Jazz Chisholm He epitomizes this Yankee team where he says he doesn't like playing cold weather baseball. Jazz, I hate to break it to you. It gets pretty cold in the fall in New York City. Trade him back to the Marlins.
Is it just me or we were supposed to do it here? We did it. Taylor had to give Cashman a D. We'll do it next.
It's time to get your financial portfolio game ready. With Webull, get powerful investing tools and real-time data all in one platform. Get started by downloading the Webull app today or visiting Webull.com.
Webull Financial, LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures.
That was .com. I couldn't get it out.
Yep, it's okay. If you didn't get enough Yankees in that last segment, Jake Story-Alley going to join us. Right. Coming up next segment, Danny Amendola going to join us next hour as well. And we'll get to the 100 greatest baseball players of all time, according to a guy named Jake. God, I'm tired of this list.
Different Jake, though, not Jake Storielli.
No, right.
Jake would do it correctly. Let's get to Is It Just Me Or? Give me the music, Iowa Sam. Who wants to kick off the proceedings today? Taylor does.
Is it just me, or does Brian Cashman kind of stink at his job? Because you would think that the Yankees would have been a little more aggressive at the deadline.
Oh, man, Cashman.
Izzy and I proclaimed during the break that we are now rooting for the Yankees to win it all. Yes.
I want them to win it. I want them to be the reason why the rest of the baseball is like, okay, we don't need a salary cap because they beat the Dodgers, and it would make Taylor somehow both equally happy and frustrated.
Mm-hmm. Realistically, the Yankees can win it all because the path to the World Series from the American League has never been easier. It's the Yankees, it's the Rays, it's the Red Sox. It's going to be one of those three teams because nobody's believing in the... Is it just me, or does nobody believe in the Chicago White Sox?
That's the second one right there.
How baseball would it be if it were Dodgers White Sox?
Oh, my gosh. I'm just learning the White Sox are good.
Oh, yeah. Scrappy.
Worst team in the league last year. Shot at the series. Very exciting. Let's go out to Sherman Oaks. Dan Byer.
Guys, off of the heels of the slider conversation earlier, is it just me, or could we ditch the mini on sliders? Because aren't they already mini as it is?
Yes.
You're right.
Yes, the mini sliders.
It's like ATM machine.
Yeah. PIN number on your ATM machine.
Put it on the poll, Taylor.
RBIs.
Yeah, can we ditch the mini on mini sliders? Dan's right about that.
I feel like you guys are shortchanging beef carpaccio. Like, it's really good.
No, we're not.
Yes, I'm not saying for a
Is it just me,
tailgate.
or no, we're not?
It's the name Beef Carpaccio. It sounds like Ken Rosenthal would love Beef Carpaccio. Pretentious.
Him and his bow tie. Oh, sure, I'll have some beef carpaccio.
So good. It's good. It's thinly sliced. It's very nice.
Mikey, you have one for us?
I do. Is it just me, or is there no way to ask for a manager without seeming like an absolute Karen or an absolute pretentious guy?
Right.
Because I had to speak to a manager at a store today, and it had nothing to do with a complaint. I was literally going to ask him about a fundraising thing for my kid's baseball team. But I went up to the worker and I was like, "Hi, is there a manager around?" And she immediately was like, "Oh, geez, look at you." I was like, "No, it's really not a complaint, but there's just no way to do it without seeming like you're going to be one of those people."
You couldn't be more correct there, Mikey, because I was at a store the other day and I was complaining because it was something that was supposed to be delivered. It was told me it was delivered, and so I went to go pick it up and it wasn't there. And I did everything in my power to not ask for the manager.
Yep.
But it was clear, hey, I'm going to keep talking until somebody above you comes and talks to me.
Mikey, I think the way you could have done it is if you went up to the employee and said, "I love this store. You guys are doing great here.
Yeah.
Can I talk to the manager?"
Yeah.
Because then I think you're coming in from a more friendly perspective.
Right. I thought for sure you were going to go in on the Yankees manager.
No, I have no problems with Aaron Boone. Brian Cashman might as well be tying Aaron Boone's hands behind his back and saying, "Good luck trying to manage this team." I don't think anybody could win with this team.
Or Aaron Boone.
Yeah. If it was up to Aaron Boone would have got a catcher yesterday. I don't think Aaron
Can
Boone...
I talk to the general manager?
Yeah, Aaron Boone doesn't want to keep trotting out Austin Wells every day.
Go ahead, Izzy.
What game is this? Is it just me?
Is it just me?
Just me or?
Is it just me, or do people actually think they can pass or are supposed to pass a field sobriety test? Obviously, the conversation came up with Tony Romo and his field sobriety test and how hilarious it was, and everything was on video, and it was way too online. Those things are very embarrassing, I'm sure. But do people not recognize that those are designed? They're completely subjective. It's not even that they're tricky, difficult, you have to follow instructions. They're entirely subjective to the point where the cop's going to say, "Ooh, yeah, you didn't do too well on that. Here's the breathalyzer."
Yes.
If I ever get pulled over...
It's a bridge to the breathalyzer.
Exactly.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if all you have to do is say the alphabet. They're like, I don't know. You kind of went through LMNOP too quickly. See, I even screwed it up right there. Boom, here's a breathalyzer. If I ever get pulled over on suspicion for drunk driving, as long as I haven't been drinking, which I don't drink and drive, I'd be can we just speed it up and get me the breathalyzer, please? Because I do not need to go through this embarrassing nonsense just for you to tell me that, oh, I failed and now I have to breathe.
I like that. You get pulled over, you pull down the window, and as the cop's walking towards your car, you say to him, hey, you better bring the breathalyzer. Right? Because no one says that.
Let's pick up the pace here.
Right. Oh, this guy is uber confident. Go ahead, Dan.
I'm not defending Tony Romo, but when she goes, I'm going to do this 3 times, you need to do it 18 times. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a little too much. 6, maybe, 7, but
right.
Gosh.
Izzy, I have 2 recurring nightmares. One of them is I'm about to play football again and I don't know the playbook.
Yeah.
The second recurring nightmare is I get pulled over and a cop makes me recite the alphabet backwards, and I couldn't do that in a clear state.
I would do that so slow that you would think I was drunk.
It's a
insane.
tricky bridge to the breathalyzer. That's it.
It's unnecessary.
They literally want you to stumble into the breathalyzer.
I almost asked for a breathalyzer one time. The furthest any cop has ever gone with me is they shone their light in my eyes at some point when they pulled me over, and I was like, am I good? All right, I'm out of here.
Is it just me? Or do the people who feel the need to jog in place on the street corner because the light is green?
That's me.
Are they annoying? Hey, we get it. You're jogging. You can't stop. Not even for a light. You have to jog in place just to show me, hey, I'm still jogging. I never stop jogging. Why? I'm a jogger, and I always jog. Get over yourselves. Stop jogging for a second.
Izzy, you didn't have to tell us that was you.
Up.
We know that's you.
The reason you stop.
I was talking directly into your soul.
The reason you don't stop is because once you stop, it changes everything. I've got to keep going. If I stop, I get comfortable. It's like, man, I don't want to start up again. You just got to keep the same pace.
Get over yourself.
I will not.
Jake Story Alley next. Former NFL wide receiver Danny Amendola is with us right now on behalf of USAA. What are you doing, Danny, before we get started with you here with USAA?
USAA, we got the official salute to service partner with a boot camp today. We're putting some Navy guys, some Air Force guys, and men and women through a boot camp today. We got the 40-yard dash, trying to find a quarterback, anyone that can catch, can run fast. L drill today, shuttle. We got the broad jump. Everybody's having a blast out here. It's great to see and hang out with people that do so much for our country, so much for the men and women in America, and it's great to see them out here having fun.
If you happen to find a quarterback, can you send him to the Jets? What do you think?
Yeah, we got some good ones out here. I think the record so far is a 55-yard throw, so we got some people that can really throw it. It's awesome.
Danny, you don't look like a retired player. You look like you could still play. Are you participating much out there? How's it 40? 40? Are you 40?
I'm 40. Yeah, no, I wish. I played 14 years. Eventually, my body just kind of gave up on me. It was, it's a rough sport, as you guys know. So I'm happily retired. Still staying active, but I haven't thrown a football in about a year. So getting out here and throwing the ball around is fun.
If I gave you 17 games, though, how many catches, Danny?
I can get 100.
What hurts most on your body right now?
I could run. I could get in a game and play one game. It's just recovering from that game. I don't know if I could play 2 weeks in a row now.
Right. Yes.
That's the tough part.
But after all those years of football, what is the part of the body that hurts the most right now?
It's just my knees.
Really?
My knees. Bone on bone. Not much there anymore. You only get so much tread on your tires before you got to hang them up. So. It's great, man. Retired life's awesome. Playing as much golf, much tennis as I possibly can. Staying active and enjoying life. Getting to come out here and watch the game as a fan now is really fun.
Nice.
Danny, you've played for several teams. The one that I want to talk about is one you've only played for 1 year, and that was the Miami Dolphins. And I was happy that when you came, it's my team. I was happy when you came down here, but it was, another one of those 7-9 Dolphin seasons. It wasn't really great, and I think it sort of floundered down the stretch there. What's wrong with the organization, man? From somebody who's been in it and somebody who's been, in more successful places. Like, is there a difference, or is it just one of those, it's just a combination of things, and it's all maybe just a long-term coincidence?
Yeah, you like to see, some continuity and consistency in whether it's the head coach or the quarterback, and as soon as you can get those pillars in place, you can build guys around, build a culture, and guys, start to buy in. The best thing about playing in New England was that, Coach Belichick could put on old film with Troy Brown and Wes Welker, and there was so much continuity within the organization, starting from Mr. Kraft to Bill and then Tom. And when we got here, we was just kind of plug and play. And you don't see that a lot in the NFL. I mean, there's so much changeover, so much turnover, whether it's players get injured, coaches get fired, and it's hard to build a program. And the ones that you see do so tend to last a little bit longer. So, Coach Vrabel's out here doing, a lot of the same things Bill was doing here, and with a much more, what I see, a fresh take on the drills and just the vibes here in practice. So, as much continuity as you can maintain, I think the better you'll be.
Yeah, on that note, the continuity note, especially with a quarterback, right? Especially the quarterback you played with in New England. It made me think of a question that we were talking about the other day on our show is, would you rather have the best quarterback in the league or the best all-around roster in the league, and your quarterback is only, so good?
Good question.
I think, well, first of all, it's a passing league. I mean, I don't think you can operate, without an elite quarterback. I mean, first of all, every quarterback's good. You got to be good to play in the NFL. But at the end of the day, if you have guys that have been in the NFL, when I first got here, Tom had been in the NFL for 15 years, and he's seen every blitz, he's seen every coverage, he knew where every ball was supposed to go on time, with the right pace, and I'd rather be with the best quarterback.
That was my take.
Mm-hmm. Danny, I walked onto the team at the University of North Carolina. Can you give me any reason for optimism with Bill Belichick in Chapel Hill right now? Because, Danny, I'll take anything.
Again, man, I would go to a lot of basketball games and try to find your optimism there. But, best of luck to them. He's obviously a great coach. It's a different beast in college now. It's the Wild West. Get guys coming in, coming out, and NIL with the portal, and it's the Wild West. So we'll see how it goes. The bottom line is he's going to get the best 11 players on the field at the time and try to win as many games as possible. So we'll see.
How do you think A.J. Brown's going to do in that offense?
Man, I love him, man. I just watched him for about 25 plays out here today, and probably caught 6 balls. You can really feel the standard of that room, just go up another level, which I think they have a good group. And, they got guys with experience now coming back from, playoff run last year, getting to the Super Bowl. They got that experience, and just the level of play is going to be higher with him in the room.
If Aaron Donald comes back to the Rams, Danny, should we just pack it up and wait till next season? What do you think, huh?
I tell you what, they're a great team. I played with Stafford for a long time, and he's one of the best I've ever played with. He can do it all. And obviously to have, a pass rusher like Garrett, and if you get the big guy inside again, I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Back to the Pats for a second, with Drake May in particular, because you mentioned by the time you played with Tom Brady, he had seen everything to be seen. What kind of tangible changes or improvements should we expect to see from a guy who had as much success as he had last year at a young age?
I mean, it's just, I think, again, with the experience of playing in big games, too. I mean, that's the biggest thing. It's like, you can play, 10 years and not go to the playoffs and not understand what it means to play on the big stages and the bright lights. And he's got that experience under his belt. And again, with, I guess, he's going into his third, fourth year now. I don't even know, but the routine that you find as a professional in the off seasons, it just helps players so much jump from the third year to the fourth year, and then you kind of start to see the professionalism come out, and that's what I expect from Drake. He's played in big games, and he's learned what it means to be a pro.
Danny, we'll get you out of here in just a minute. We were discussing right before you came on whether or not any of us were handy around the house. Are you a handyman around the house?
I'm handy, man. I love it.
Really?
I'm a big yard work guy lately.
Really?
In Texas, it's hard to grow plants. It's 108 degrees there, and we haven't got much rain, so I'm out there watering plants at night, trying to get my green thumb going here.
You got to do that at night because it's so hot?
Yeah. Water will just evaporate.
Danny Amendola.
Say it again so we can hear it.
Handy Amendola.
Yeah. I like that.
How about listen, this is the other thing we were discussing, and it's a sports show. We're sorry about that. But how do you feel about a moving company? If a moving company comes to your house and is moving all your stuff, do you feel the need to help the movers?
I mean, they charge so much money. I just moved houses the other day, and I like to help them so my personal effects don't get broken. It's like they're moving vases and artwork and stuff like that. I'll help them in that degree, but they charge so much money. I mean, it's like, hey, get your money's worth. I had a guy cramp up, and I was feeding him Gatorade, and the dude was working his tail off. He was cramping up in my kitchen. I'm like, here, we need to get you hydrated up.
You didn't pick up the couch for him. You just gave him some electrolytes.
Let them earn it. Let them earn it.
He gave you the old cramps, huh? Really?
Yeah. Old Tom.
Last thing on the way out before we promote USAA again. We've been asking every guest this. Indiana, basketball school or football school?
I mean, I'm a huge Bobby Knight fan. I went to Texas Tech to watch Bobby Knight low-key coach basketball, so I've always been a fan of Hoosier basketball. I think they're a football team now. I mean, look, they had the number 1 draft pick. They had a great quarterback, Heisman Trophy winner, and they're the top dogs. They got a great coach, and they seem to be on top of it now. So, I'm rooting for them.
If I told you way back when you were in college that Texas Tech and Indiana one day would rule college football, you would have told me what?
Let's go. I already knew that. We're on our way out. Texas Tech. We got great supporters. We got, great alumni, and we got a good team this year. We'll see how we go.
All right, one more time on the way out. Tell us again what you're doing with USAA.
Yep, USAA. We're having a boot camp out here, official sponsor here of the Patriots, and we're just getting the men and women that serve our country out here to play football, test their skills in our combine drills, and have some fun. Spread the love of the game.
All right, man. Keep up the great work. We appreciate the time, and we hope to talk to you again soon.
Thank you, boys. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you, Danny.
Be sure to check out our new YouTube channel for the show. Just search Stugotz Live on YouTube. It's still new, huh? Again, that's Stugotz Live. Hit the subscribe button, then tap the thumbs up icon and comment away. Whether you agree or disagree, let us know what you think. Again, just search Stugotz Live on YouTube and subscribe. You can also subscribe to Stugotz 790 on YouTube for videos from our original podcasts.
We will get to the 100 greatest baseball players of all time, the 100greatest.com. It's the top 100 baseball players of all time, according to a guy named Jake. But during the break here, Izzy had some odd tennis takes that I wanted him to share with the audience, if you don't mind.
Great.
Please.
Now I have to trash Taylor Fritz.
It's okay.
So Taylor is very good at coming up with names that connote such and such. And so when I said, this might have been a freebie for him, when I said things were on the Fritz, and he said Taylor Fritz, and then he said athletes that connote dysfunction, and he hit us with Jordan Stahl, which was great. Mm-hmm. It made me think of how much... It's not that I dislike Taylor Fritz specifically.
Well, it seems like you do.
It's just what he represents in terms of American male tennis. It's just like, when I grew up, I used to skip school to watch Andre Agassi or maybe Pete Sampras every once in a while. And, a lot of times those guys cashed in. I was not a Courier fan, but he won some majors as well. Mm-hmm. And ever since then, we got the one from Andy Roddick in the U.S. Open, and it's just been a bunch of disappointing dudes. And that's all that Taylor Fritz continues to disappoint. And it's just like, okay, what he represents, I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a country club.
Well, he does. Yes, put it on the poll. Does Taylor Fritz look like a country club?
Like Ben Shelton, win something, please, please.
So what you're saying is good, but not good enough.
Yeah, and look, I get it. You're in the wrong era. You're in the era of Fed and Nadal and Joker, and now Sinner's up there with an Alcaraz. But be one of those guys. How about we develop an Alcaraz here in the U.S.?
I mean, those guys are great. Is it odd that Izzy skipped school to watch Agassi or Sampras?
Man.
I mean, skipping school for opening day is one thing. I mean, but to watch a tennis match?
It really only happened during the French Open, because I think it's the only one that lined up with, hey, these matches are happening in the day here, Eastern Standard Time, and they're big ones.
I have never cared about a sporting event enough to skip school.
Really? Wow. See,
I mean, other than going to opening day.
No NCAA tournament? That didn't make you want to skip school a little bit? Come on.
Not a tennis match, though.
I mean, really, that's just the point was I just didn't need to go to school that often. It was just kind of an annoyance.
Have you seen the Nadal documentary, Rafa?
I have not.
You haven't?
I have not. Do they address why he doesn't work out his right arm?
No.
No. Okay.
No. But Rafa, hey, I got you, man. You were hurt. We get it. You were in pain. Your foot hurt. I got it. I got you. I got it. That's the entire movie. The whole thing is Rafael Nadal and his foot not being able to fit into his sneaker. I mean,
yeah, most of the times when I see like the subject of a documentary, and if it's an athlete, I'm like, do I think they have a really interesting story? No, I'm not going to watch that one.
I mean, Rafa's is interesting. He played an entire career through pain, but we got it.
Right. You know how many people play through pain?
Yeah. I'd like to bring that game back.
I got you.
I got you.
A Mark Hochman staple.
Hey, Rafa, I got you. You're hurt. You're injured. You're not feeling good. Got you. Anyway, let's get to this list of the 100 greatest baseball players. Thank you for sharing your tennis stakes with us.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for forcing it out of me.
It was a private conversation. He didn't want to blast Taylor Fritz. He does look like a country club. There's no question about it. We left off at number 58, Tris Speaker. I would like to mow through as many of these names as possible because I'm tired of this damn list.
Mow your boat.
You're muted.
I was going to say, yeah, you don't love this list.
I don't love it. I don't know what's good. I don't like it. Tony Gwynn at 80 something is unfair. It's just wrong.
That's why Jake's hiding from us.
Yeah. Why come on with us when we're promoting his website?
Good point.
Every single day. All right. So 57, Mikey. 58 again was Tris Speaker, a great player back in the 40s, I think.
Even earlier.
No, earlier than that. The
really?
Teens.
Okay, sorry.
Number 57, our third active player, Freddie Freeman.
Really? Man. Taylor, you put him on this level? Because I know he's won a lot and he's done some stuff, but like for some reason, I don't consider him on this level.
I think Freddie Freeman has earned his place on this level, especially with this recent Dodgers run. But Vlad Guerrero was below Freddie Freeman, and my gut tells me Vlad Guerrero in his prime was better than Freddie Freeman.
Oh, yeah, your gut is 100%
Well, your
correct.
gut doesn't need to tell you that. I saw them both in their primes. I sound very old when I say that. Vlad Guerrero was better. It's why I don't like this list. Number 56.
Before you go there, you know what I think of when I think of Freddie Freeman immediately? Fake teeth. That guy's got the fakest teeth I've ever seen in my life.
The F in Freddie stands for fake teeth. How about that? Number 56.
Oh, Jake, I had such high hopes for you, and now I'm very disappointed.
You picked the
number
list.
Number 56.
Yeah.
I understand. Number 56. Anybody want to take a guess? 56 being the key number there?
Oh.
So who's the best 56
Joe
of all
DiMaggio.
time?
Joe DiMaggio, number 56.
Well, he should be top
56
10.
game hitting streak.
Right, yeah. He should probably be in the top 10, no?
Probably.
Yes.
You know what? That used to be a number that I knew right off the top of my head. I was like, oh, I get that reference. It took me a minute. I was like, wait, what? What did he wear number 56? And I was like, oh, yeah, the hitting streak. It's almost like if they didn't make that movie 61, by now we'd forget that was the big home run number for so long.
Now, I know he's doing a thing trying to be cute putting him at 56.
It's not cute.
Joe DiMaggio lost 3 years to military service.
Right.
How much higher on this list would he have been up if he didn't miss the 40s for a world war?
I want the top 100. I don't want cute, okay? Like, I don't. The next guy at 55, I don't want him at 55 because one year he hit 55 homers.
Maris was 61.
Goosebumps.
I just Googled,
Told me it was 61.
Is Joe DiMaggio a top 20 player in baseball history? Immediate AI overview, yes. Joe DiMaggio is widely considered a top 20 player in baseball history.
Well, not according to Jake. Number 55, Mike.
Cute.
Yeah.
Number 55.
The cute angle.
Pete Alexander.
Who?
Literally don't know who that is.
That's a starting pitcher from 1911 to 1930. I'm sure he had good numbers.
Grover Alexander.
Grover. Yeah. It's a whole different person. Grover Alexander, one of the greatest pitchers of all time. I mean, Peter Alexander, I don't know.
Taylor could have hit him back in the day.
Number 54, Christy Mathewson.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you look up how many wins Grover Alexander had, Taylor?
373.
Jesus Christ, what a career. Compiler?
A lot of wins.
Yeah, how many years?
Yeah, but Grover Cleveland pitched in the era when they had double headers, and it was like, Grover Cleveland's in for his 17th inning of work today.
Yeah, three-man pitching rotation.
You would have went yard on Grover, right?
Hey, Grover Cleveland just threw his 600th pitch today.
Whose voice are you doing there?
And then he pitches tomorrow, too.
Well, he's combining old school broadcasters with with like
that kid's got gumption
with gangsters back in the day.
It's a 7-game series, and Grover Cleveland's pitching every game this series.
Man.
That was a time, man. If I gave you 10 at bats against Grover Cleveland, how many hits are you getting, Taylor?
9 for 10.
9. You're batting 900.
I mean, a time machine would be the greatest thing in the world, just to prove him right or wrong.
Can you look up Mathewson's numbers? Check out his wins. I want to see his win total. I want to hear his win total. And when did he pitch, by the way? He's looking.
Christy Mathewson pitched 1900 to 1916.
Jesus Christ.
I just looked up on Google. Grover Cleveland, they estimate his fastball reached low to mid 80s.
Grover Alexander, yes.
Grover Alexander.
Grover Cleveland Alexander, I believe, yes.
Grover from Sesame
Yes,
Street.
Grover Cleveland Alexander.
GCA, yes. What
That was
number?
a president.
I'm tired of the list.
I hate this list.
I feel like any president back then could probably average at least 200.
Then let me plow through it. You guys keep talking about it.
All right, plow through. Give us 5 names right now.
53, Yogi Berra. 52, Cal Ripken Jr.
All right.
51, Derek Jeter.
Okay, now I'm really done with this list.
50, Pete Rose.
Yeah.
Taylor, Derek Jeter not making the top 50.
I got to tell you, it's the first time I've agreed with Jake.
Yeah, all these analytic people do this thing with Derek Jeter. Oh, he wasn't that great of a fielder.
All right, take us to the end here. Just rattle off names and numbers. Go.
49, Kurt Schilling. 48, Carl Yastrzemski. 47, George Brett. 46, Chipper Jones.
Time.